4-1 to Barcelona. 4-1 to Barcelona. It's 70 minutes, and things are going as expected. I think I won't say this was not expected. Flick, Barcelona under Flick is a different team. They are playing ruthlessly. They are here for blood. They are seeking redemption. While on the other hand, Bayern tried to just attempt it or play it as just another game, which didn't quite pay off. We saw the substitutions around 60 minutes, 58 or 59 minutes. Uh, Musiala coming on, Goretzka, uh, Koman. So clearly they didn't plan this, and they are playing very bad, to be honest. बहुत ही गंदा खेल रहा है. I'm not even going into the analytics of this match dissection because all of you have pretty much seen it, and it's very heartening for Barcelona fans. I know to see their team perform like this. Let's all take a moment to appreciate Rafinha, what he has done, the responsibility that he was bestowed with in this, what he can do. I mean, he has done it previously for Barcelona, for the Brazilian national team also. He's a experienced player. And in these big matches, big nights, UCL nights, you need your experienced players to step up. And that is exactly what Rafinha has done. So kudos to him. He has now, I think, 9 goals and 8 assists in this season. So that just proves how he is performing in this season, and it's impeccable. Matlab, different gravy. And the thing is that he's not trying too hard for the goals. He's just playing according to the style of football that Barcelona plays, and the combination with both Yamal and Lewandowski is great. Lewandowski is the striker, just providing those goals at the end, while the link up between Yamal and Rafinha is just on another level. Yamal, to be honest, I know everyone is praising Yamal with a beautiful assist, especially in the second half to Rafinha for that goal. But I honestly don't think he has played to say 100% or 90% of his potential today. He didn't need to. You don't need to when you're playing these kind of matches and there are other players stepping up. You provide that one winning assist, one goal scoring assist, and that's it. You don't need to. But he has shown those dribbles in Barcelona's half in the first half. He has shown what he's capable of. So Barcelona are a different team currently from last season, from the last few seasons, not just the last season. They're here to win. They are not here for moral wins anymore. They're here for the results. They want to win. They want to prove. They're here for stats. You can see the number of goals that they are scoring in every match. So it's a very interesting season for Barcelona, and just want to see how it turns out because ultimately it's a very young team that is playing, and with the number of games in modern football right now, it's very hard to catch up, especially with all the injuries that we are seeing in all our teams. So that will be a tough thing to keep maintaining. But I'm sure if Flick can do this consistently for 15 games, he will try to maintain this because there'll be players coming back from injuries, and the ball will keep rolling. So the point is that Barcelona look like a different team. They have a different mentality. They are playing differently. They're here to win, and they are getting the results in their favor. So yeah, they're set to do extraordinary things as they are already in this season. Coming to Bayern, I think they have been pretty shambolic. This one as Coman falls on the ground, pretty much explanatory, pretty much symbolic of how their evening has been. Uh, Company has been also shit. With all uh, credit or what do you call uh, respect to company, he has been very mediocre today, both with the style of play, the substitutions, mentality of football. It has been mediocre to say the least. We also for Bayern, you see, uh, the killer instinct that you see in Barcelona right now, यही missing है अभी Bayern में. So all the offside traps that Kane fell into in the first half, uh, that उतना नहीं होना चाहिए था. Then you saw Guerrera with that. I still don't believe that ये controversial था from any angle. That touch of Fermin to Kim, that wasn't a foul in any way. That was a clear goal, clear, plain and simple. ठीक है. Neuer didn't even look at that foul. He tried to save the goal to the best he could, and then after that it was just an appeal कि चलो गोल खा गए तो अपील करते हैं, वैसा टाइप का सिनेरियो था. बट देन अगेन मैच प्रेजेंस यहीं पे प्रूव होता है कि गिरेरा का जब वो फाउल हुआ था, मार्टिनेज एक्चुअली held his shirt inside the penalty box. He didn't even appeal. And why will the referee give the penalty if they don't even appeal at the right place? So that just proves uh, how carelessly or how lightly Bayern are taking this game. I don't know whether they are aware because this will be their second loss at the group stages in the Champions League, and this will be a very crucial loss for them. It will matter at the end of the group stages, and there will be knockout matches, obviously. So if they are in for that, well and fine, but they will have to go through those stages. Barcelona, on the other hand, they have lost one, but they have bounced back pretty well, both in the league and the Champions League now. And today's win is a statement win because after that 8-2 win, we have seen Bayern come up against Barcelona again, but Barcelona didn't manage to win. Today's side, going into today's match, everyone knew that Barcelona kind of had the upper hand because it was Flake, the kind of form that Barcelona is in currently. Everyone expected them to win. But at the same time, a 4-1 victory is not just a win, it's a statement win. And when you see the captain of the team score a hat trick, being subbed off at 75 minutes, you know that they're cooking, and they are. So, I think credits to Barcelona for how they have played. They are doing that continuously. Pretty sloppy from Bayern, not at all acceptable from a top tier team like this. But just goes on to prove how modern football has become, the number of games that are being played now. Maybe some teams are not looking at these initial UCL matches seriously. But it's good to see Madrid, Barcelona play with that intent, especially when the going gets tough, because you need big teams to show that UCL is well and truly alive. It's still the most emotions, adrenaline wrenching nights in football that anyone can ever experience. We live for these nights, and the scoreline speaks for itself. So it's 78 minutes here. Barcelona are cruising to victory here. All eyes will be next on the El Clasico. Obviously, we will join like this at the last 20 minutes. I'll be there in the live. Either I'll be very happy if Real Madrid wins, or I'll be very sad. In the third case, which is very highly unlikely, that it will be a draw, I'll be tensed and I won't speak this much. I'll be glued to my screen, TV screen, which won't happen because today we are seeing the high line that Barcelona is maintaining, which obviously gives them the freedom or the allowance to score those goals. So I don't think Flick will change that in the next match also, because Barcelona's philosophy is simple: score more goals, win the match. Simple as that. On the other hand, players like Vinny, Mbappe will be trying to exploit that high line. It will be pretty interesting how the match turns out. It's not to forget, it's a La Liga game. A La Liga game, believe me, is very different from a UCL game. It's not the same. Barcelona was on the verge of scoring their fifth goal right there. Another sloppy defensive work from Bayern. They again have the ball. Yamal but doesn't pay off. Bayern take the ball away. Yeah, as I was saying, it'll be a pretty interesting match. Uh, that won't be the UCL, it's an El Clasico. Uh, it's La Liga, so things will be different there. But considering the table uh, in La Liga right now, Real Madrid know that they have to win or draw this match. Otherwise, Barcelona will have a huge lead, and having such a huge lead at the beginning of the season is no good. Barcelona, in this current form, with a 6 point lead, will take the league away in practically the first 10 match days of the league. Uh, so it will be interesting. Let's see how the El Clasico pans out. For now, we'll focus on today's match and how things have turned out here. The Bayern fans showing support to their team. Um, फेयर है मतलब सपोर्ट तो दिखाना चाहिए देखो इतना भी रूड नहीं होना चाहिए कि टट्टी खेला है तो सपोर्ट ही मत दिखाओ नॉट एवरी फैन इज एज रूथलेस एज मड्रिड रूथलेस है इसीलिए शायद प्लेयर स्टेप अप करते हैं इतना but then yeah I feel that players like Musiala and all could have been brought before Olise, Paulinho, Guerrera they are good players, but still not up to the mark. Maybe they don't have the killer instinct, which is very important in UCL. You have to take your chances. You have to score those goals. Which Barcelona are clearly doing. Flick is a great manager. When he came at the beginning of the season, I remember having that discussion with my friend that. Till Javi was there, obviously there's the Barcelona philosophy, playing of football, which 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 was kind of good for us because yeah, moral victory से कुछ नहीं होता तो ले लेना जितना moral victory है. Last season we won all the El Clasicos that were there. But then when Flick came this season, we knew that things are going to change. The core of the team that he was trying to build before the season even began, you knew that he's here to win and not just play a style of football or anything to prove his worth. He's going to prove his worth by winning matches. Simple as that. And he has been doing that. So yeah, let's go into the business. Uh, Not the end, but the core of the season. We are well and truly into the season. I think this match week, should I say, or these 3 match days, yeah. Uh, Real Madrid against Celta, Barcelona against Sevilla 5-1 win, then Barcelona against Bayern, and obviously the El Clasico up next. This is a very important week for all all the leagues and Europe in particular. So yeah, we are equally excited about how the El Clasico will be. I am still skeptical of how Bayern's season will turn out to be because they are very shit at this point of time. Musiala trying to do something with the ball, but unfortunately couldn't. Kane is offside. The ball goes out, and in Pena with the goal kick. Ansu Fati and Gavi are ready to come on. Pablo Torre also, I think, yeah. Good to see Gavi back on the pitch. Uh, Flick is hugging him. Yeah, many emotions attached to this guy. He plays his heart out whenever he's on the field playing for Barcelona. Always good to see a player like this. I've been always a fan of Gavi. Benzema appreciating him. The passion is there. You can clearly see that. So, yeah, you know that players like Gavi, when they miss out, when they're out with an injury for so many days, anyone, any football player, fan feels bad. The antiques, sometimes after a match, you feel frustrated by what he did and all. But then you have to remember it's a game of football. It's a sport. It's not a discourse that is happening. You can't keep everyone happy. So these are the emotions that a player like Gavi brings into the pitch, and that is why he is adored by football fans all over the world. Ansu Fati comes on for Lamine Yamal. Lewandowski is replaced by Pau Victor most probably, and Gavi is also here on the pitch. Guerrera is finally out. Oh God, thanks. Limer is on the pitch. I don't know, yaar. Matlab, why does it feel like Bayern didn't play their ace squad? And it's not like Bayern have won all their matches till now in the UCL. So you can't even say that they're playing uh, like mediocre brand of football just because the stakes aren't that high. The stakes are high. Matlab, after this, they practically now need to win all of their matches, and they do have important fixtures against important teams. In the group stages, there are no home and return fixtures. मतलब है, but not with the same team. यहाँ पे it's an away fixture, but then there will be equally good teams, if not better, that they'll have to face in the US UCL in these group stages. So yeah, 86 minutes up, down, and we are still at 4-1. 8-2 का एकदम half हो चुका है. I have never seen Neuer fumble so bad, like other than in front of Cristiano. But yeah, Neuer has fumbled very bad tonight, and uh, not giving the entire blame to him. I mean, I've been asking this question since eternity. Every match that I watch of Bayern playing, even France in the recent past, why is Upamecano playing? Why? What is his contribution? मतलब क्या उसका एक मैच मतलब हर मैच में एक फंबल तो गारंटीड है. अगर एक फंबल हो गया then it's an advantage to the team. If it's more than three, then chalo, it's your unlucky day. But if it's one, then lucky. Upamecano has been so bad today. Kim also, uh, yeah, he tried to be solid, but he couldn't. The experience isn't there, and against informed players, against experienced players like Lewandowski, and what do you call Rafinha, both of them fumbled big time. So yeah. On the other hand, maybe if I were to pick the best player of Bayern today, I'll give it to Davies. He has been pretty good. The first half, his duels against Yamal were pretty good, and yeah, I don't know if he comes to Madrid next season, that will be an interesting matchup, Davies versus Yamal in the future. So yeah, looking forward to that. But Davies has been very good today. No, no jokes, no speculations or like the future here, but he has been good today. You can say that about very less players from Bayern today, but he has been. So, credits to him. Barcelona, on the contrary, like again, fumble from Kyle. It's just regular for him, right? It's regular for him. क्यों खेल रहा है वो? Oh God. 89 minutes nearly over. Bayern aren't even trying at this point. It is useless. Some players down. Who is that? Barcelona का कोई एक player तो down है. Casado. I hope it's not serious. He is one player which I truly need to mention. Flick's discovery, maybe not discovery, but yeah, to give him regular playing time. It was a brilliant decision from Flick, and he has proved his worth. Certainly given back to his manager. Oh no, it does look a little serious. Goretzka given the yellow card. Bayern have been broken today. Broken. in simplest of terms. Barcelona were here for redemption. They were here for a fight. It was their home, so obviously everyone was rooting for them. But that didn't take away any pressure. It only added to it. Uh, but with the current form and um, all the speculations, the recent history, they have lived up to all of that. Man, what a brilliant game of football from Barcelona today. 4-1, coming at the back of a 5-1 victory against Sevilla, and they are up against Real Madrid next, who did score 5 goals in yesterday against Dortmund, a repeat fixture of the final of the UCL from the last season. But the fact is that Real Madrid aren't able to score that many goals apart from obviously last match. But huh, last match was just Vinicius show. Today it was Rafinha show. It wasn't just Rafinha show today. Yamal, Lewandowski, um, Koundé, Pedri, my favorite player other than Rafinha today maybe. Yeah, the whole team has stepped up today. So yeah, looking forward to the El Clasico now. Little afraid, can't deny that, but I think that's what Madrid fans live on. Yesterday, you saw how I ranted while I was in the live in the first half, conceding the 2 goals. Then we ended our live. When we joined back in the, we didn't join back in the second half. We scored 5 goals. So that is what Real Madrid is about. This is what Barcelona is about. All set for the Clasico now. कुछ consolation नहीं होने वाला भाई इतना 30 किलोमीटर काय का consolation. Olmo is back and looks मतलब थोड़ा tries to keep the ball on his feet, get a little exposure before going into that important match. I don't know whether he'll start in the El Clasico, but I'm pretty sure Gavi and Olmo, especially if they are winning, they will get some game time. And Olmo, I'm pretty sure if uh, it's an important or crucial part of the match, he will be called in. At the earliest part of the season, when he wasn't out with injury, he did this, right? He came on in the important minutes and scored. With that, the match is over. 4-1 to Barcelona. Perfect revenge, redemption from Barcelona at their home. And we are at the end of this modern day historic rivalry between these two teams. Barcelona have finally managed to beat Bayern, and boy, how. They have completely outbusted them. The players are ecstatic. The only calm player at the middle of this storm that is up in Barcelona Stadium right now is their captain, Rafinha, leading by example, a hat trick, two Brazilian hat tricks in 2 days. Obviously, he's the man of the match today. Uh, but yeah, dejected Bayern players shouldn't be. They played shit. Barcelona played well. They won the match. On to the next game. Good session joining in. मिलते हैं next match में. Next match will most probably be the El Clasico itself. So um, let's meet then. If we aren't able to do the live at that particular moment only during the match, I will do the live, a short 10-minute or a 15-minute analysis the next day. You can understand why. If Real Madrid is losing or the emotions run high, I am not able to do the setup. तो नेक्स्ट दिन करेंगे बट करेंगे जरूर. तो चलो मिलता है. गुड बाय.